Alrighty guys, the Woozle is back with another flight here. On this Sunday we are back at Bergen airport where we landed yesterday. Here we go. Sweeping around here like a mouse in the sunset. Oh boy, this is looking quite nice. We are here at the GA apron of Bergen, and looks like we have some better conditions today compared to yesterday. Yesterday it was a bit of a shebate. Let's maybe do a quick tour around the airport here with a freaking drone cam. Here we go. It's so nicely done here. So they also did some modeling here for the hangars, the Vidoru hangar there, where they maintain, I believe, the Q400s, which they operate. Here we have the helicopter terminals, I believe. Those each stands here. So they have a pretty big helicopter operation here at this airport, and here we have the stands for the aircraft. So also some gates. That's very well done. It's a freeway airport, as mentioned. It's pretty nice. I really like it. Really like it, though. Very nice little airport here in Norway. Also modeled here some parking lots and whatnot. Some industrial parts here as well. That looks quite nice. I landed with a 134 feet per minute. What? Didn't even take off? What the heck is going on? You can also check here. As you can see, the runway, it's not 100% flat, right? We have a little bit of a bounce there in between. This looks quite nice to me. We have some sun setting here on the horizon, and I believe, let me check on the radar. Was just thought some plane is about to come in, but looks like it's not the case. Okay, so sun is setting already, so maybe we'll rewind here a little bit and use a more appropriate time for this flight, as we had a kind of a nighttime landing yesterday as well. So let's go ahead and do some time tuning, I would say, and enjoy here a little bit more the visuals. So sun goes down pretty quickly, though. We have to be aware of that. Let's do 1330 should be fine, and then we'll go from there. All right, so let's jump back into the cockpit here. Let's actually first of all do our flight planning as always. Bring up the map. And as you can see, you cannot see anything though. Now you can see, perfect. All right. Let's go to the dispatch system of SimBrief, create our flight plan like we are used to, and we'll be WooselJet 25 Tango, and we are taking off from Bergen, flying to Torp, which is a airport near Oslo, also in Norway. Take the CC Whiskey Juliet, and passengers we have 5 on board, cargo 0.4. Don't want to mess with that. 221 miles we have, so flying southeastern direction here. South of Oslo. So at the moment we don't have ATC available though, but hey ho, whatever. We'll just get it going and then we'll go from there. Okay, generate that flight here first of all. That's a pretty high flight level though, actually. 3900. 900 is the cruise 900 is a freaking fuel. Fuck, you know. And yeah, alternate is Cardamom. Okay, let's pre-file that on VATSIM. And then we should be good. So we do our call sign WooselJet here. File call sign in use, you know. Just disconnect here. Flight plan filed. All right. Connect here. All right, good. So flight plan is filed. We're looking good. So let's go back to Microsoft Flight Sim and do our things. So let's go ahead here first of all and fire up our aircraft here. Dispatch and nav lights can come on. Belts and safety we do as well. Some lighting here.
At this time, please comply with the illuminated seat belt and no
Pause in it.
signs. Thank you.
And then let's go ahead and import the route from Sim. In the meantime, we do the fuel here. And we shall be good with about a ton, maybe a bit more, like so. And a little bit of more payload here. 800. Around 840 we should. Okay, execute that. We don't have ATC here at our disposal, but just for further planning here, let's insert the stuff and grab data here from the Microsoft Flight Sim weather service. So we are at ENBR, and we could also prepare here ENTO. Our arrival, send that, and then we should be able to get some information here. Let me quickly also check. This is the METAR you could also take here. You see, there's also some replay panel. So it looks like this is in preparation, maybe. I've seen this in another stream here. It's not yet available though, but we could check what does this actually do. Maybe this gets available once we are on the ground, so I'm not sure though. It's for sure something interesting. But anyway, let's take a look what we have here in stock. So we have 101 at 6 knots. We have 4 degrees 1017. Right, 10 at 6, 4 degrees 1017. Ten degrees at 6, 4 degrees, and 1017 on the Greenwich. Alright, so skies are clear, so don't need any anti-ice, and no ATC at the moment. Let me check what we have. We have Copenhagen on. We have Sweden control. Shanwick. We don't have any ATC at the moment for Western Norway. So we're on our own. We start up here our engines. Let me just make the drone speed again kinda lower here, so we can actually do something though without getting blasted here. So turn on the logo lights here. Alright, in the meantime, once the engine is pulling up, so 010, which is runway 35, which should be in use. So this should be the departure we're looking for. The GOCAP to Delta departure, remove that. And we'll also check here in the charts that we're reached to go. We connected successfully. Load the flight in here as well real quick from SimBrief. And also add the flight plan here in Volanta. So we have that also set and prepared. Okay, that looks good. So we could check the GoCap to Delta departure here. Transition alt is 7,000. Initial climb is 6. Don't have any restrictions right there in terms of altitudes. So we just go 6,000 initially, and then we'll make our way right up. Okay, climate control can come on as well. Standby instruments to on. Avionics on. Start the left engine now. So that looks all fine, and we'll wait for our engines to spool up. We will set 6,000 on the altitude here. Quick autopilot cycle.
Autopilot.
That is done. Takeoff mode is engaged. We arm the nav as well, and we could also actually turn down here our brightness a little bit. Oh, that works kind of well. It's not that bright. Yeah, it's quite what we want to see. Not too bright. Don't want to get blinded by the freaking CRT screens here. Alrighty then, so we have a good start here. Set flaps 15 for takeoff. Cycle our speed brakes. Looking all like it should. We have a good trim here as well. Trimming up here maybe a slight bit. Right, set the QNH 1017 here. Local pressure. Also on the standby. And we'll go route here now and set our frequency to Unicom. And then we should be actually golden. So, we taxi to runway 35 via... So we are up here at the GA. So we taxi via Yankee, I believe. Yankee all the way down. Is there intersection departure available? I believe there should be. Let's see how much length we actually need for departure, and we can check that accordingly. So we also have some information here on the takeoff length, which is 608 meters, and that's the runway length. Thanks for that. 2,983, and so we could actually go all the way to Alpha 4 for departure, which is actually right there. We could blast off from here, but maybe we should take Alpha 5 just to be safe here. Alpha 5 is also, yeah, Alpha 5 has some buffer there. All right. So we taxi then, Alpha 5, so Bravo, Yankee, Alpha 5 for intersection departure, runway 35. Good, we send the speeds across here, we do the other stuff, pitot heats and all, once we are on our way. Taxi lights can come on, quick cabin check in the back. That looks all good. So, I think I'm ready to go. Quick sip from the bottle. There are no other aircraft at the moment in the vicinity, so I think we could just release our brakes here, wait for the fuel truck to pass, and then we can get going. There we have it. Brake jack. Release. Good. It's a kind of downhill terrain here, so don't need much of that throttle here to get us going. Transition altitude 7,000, so once we are airborne we climb up to initial 6,000 and then we'll clear ourselves up to our cruising altitude, which is, what was it, 3900? 0. And then we should be all good. Alright, so here, Whiskey Bravo, alright. Chacarino here on the outside. So Yankee here this way. And then we have Alpha 5 is the next right. Need a bit of a throttle action here. Right, there we have the windsock. Perfect. No aircraft coming. Strobe lights can come on, landing lights can come on. Pitot statics and TR8 is set. Rolling onto the runway here. Don't need any announcement here on Unicom. I think we are good. Alright, we sync the heading back here to runway heading. Other than that, I think we're good to go. Give this boy 50% on the throttle. And let's go. Nuts. 100. Rotate. You're up. Flaps up. Like time speed here. Don't want to go too crazy here on the climb. Look at the scenery though. It looks great. Let's keep the speed a little bit on the low side here. Don't want to go too fast, so then we can make that turns here a little bit smoother. Get the trim going here a little better as well. 1800. Hell yeah. Look at that. That looks quite cool indeed. And fly that a little bit.
Altitude.
Right, let's clear ourselves to 10,000, a little bit higher here. And we will also reset now our burrow as well. Could actually do a screenshot here. So why not? There we go. Screenshot is saved. So 220 knots here on the climb out, and we can make that right hand turn just fine, I would say. Trim it a little bit. Zero, coming up.
Bergen traffic, no light, 3271 pushing back stand, 25, Bergen traffic.
There's the turn here, coming. Turn off here our landing lights now. Clear ourselves higher. 3900 we going. Autopilot can come on. Flight level change. 40. Fly mode is engaged. Climbing 3900 now. Alright, this looks all good. Look at that. What a nice scenery though. Now we can see full scenery around this area, which is cool. Now a screenshot for laters. Oh yeah. Okay, sadly no ATC at the moment, but maybe we get lucky and can catch some ATC with laters. Just preparing for that. Getting cold here in Norway. You can see up there. It's getting cold indeed.
Bergen traffic, no light, 3271 taxi, 41 Alpha 135 by Yankee, Bergen traffic.
So this time I will hopefully be able to start the replay tool in time so we can take a look at the landing. Could actually start it already, but you know, maybe we waste some performance here along the way as we only need the landing, not the whole flight for replay. But maybe we could also check this replay option that we saw here in the settings. It's still grayed out, so I'm not really sure what it really does. Maybe this is something they are preparing in the background already, but is not available just yet, so that could also be the case. Well, we have some bumpy conditions here. We're still seatbelts on here, traffic we should also turn on, and maybe we should also turn on some weather radar now. See what's going on, increase the range here a little bit as well. And as this is a very short flight, we should also already make ourselves familiar with the arrival. For that, we'll request one more time the weather. Take a look what we have here at Torp, 350, 8 knots, FOK, 3 degrees, 1014 on the Cambridge. Which we can already set here, 1014. And that's that. Once we're climbing up into the bumpy skies, let's close that one down and oops. Runway 36 seems to be what we're looking for here. Into Torp. So Ulmut 7 Tango arrival should then be just what we need, indeed. So pin that. Clearance limit is Unbam. Runway back here. On charts list. This one here, runway 36, and from Unbam we're coming in. From Unbam, and we have Charlie 520 on the minimums, 110905. 520 I said, right? 520, 110905. $1,109.5 LS and 520 on the minimums. Down to the minimums here, 20. There we have it. Minimums 520 set. Sync the heading bug like a pilot. Some crosswind still. Bumpiness coming in. Oh boy. Alright, so then we go ahead here to our arrival. And we will pick LS36 and Ulmuk 7. Fucking hell, this is bumpy. And almost click here, here we go. And we take the Unbam transition. Execute that. We take a quick look here on the chart. Zoom in here a bit. And waypoint, next waypoint. Let's continue this here. next. Moped. And bam. Get rid of the discontinue here. And then onto the ILS. So this looks good. 3000 to catch the glide slope. Verify that with the charts here as well. 3000. That is good. Unbam Innova, and then onto the ILS. Position alt is 7000. Good. The struggle is real with winds, that's for sure. But we're almost there. 3900 coming up. Top of descent already, also in about 51 miles. Not far out though. Not far out indeed. Wow, look at that. That's some snowy landscape right there. Oh boy. Set the tilt here. Feels snowy, man. That is indeed kinda snowy here. Snowy landscape, oh boy. It is CAF okay though. So, we could take a quick look at our route once more. So, we could check here where we're gonna park. So we're coming in runway 36 here from the south. And then we could maybe make Whiskey 3 here. And there's the J apron already. So let's look for Whiskey 3 if we can do it. Gotta hit the brakes here a little bit. Now we're straight to the GA apron, which is up there. Whiskey 3. So that's easy. But also that. Oh, I wanted to show progress here. So we go to the world map. And then we can take a look. We can expect here. Let's set that here. We have the correct information available. So as you can see, this airport is more like south of Oslo here, down here though. I think the low-cost airlines fly here quite often, like Ryanair of course, EasyJet and whatnot. So there's also nice scenery by Orbex, which I have, so I think that's a good idea to just fly here or change. And we could then, yeah, make our way from there, I would say. So, let's move here. Okay. The top of descent is approaching fast, so I would say we should dial in here our altitude, 3000 all the way down, and also on the VNAV mode here. So once we hit that top of descent, we will descend automatically. Just need to be careful here with the overspeed, right? And when I get that beep beep beep. 13 miles top of descent coming up. It was a bumpy, so I'll leave the seatbelts on the descent. Could get bumpy as well. Speed is looking good, fuel burn is looking good. Yeah, that's all fine. Except for ATC, so still no ATC here, sadly. But I think the Copenhagen event is starting in about 40 minutes. So maybe the controllers are waiting for that to start here in Norway. Sweden is on already, so... we'll see what happens though. Okay, so we have our snowflake coming down here, as you can see. So we bring the throttle back here a little bit. 75%. Maybe even a bit more here on the descent initially. Bring it down to 60 somehow. Hopefully that should be okay. I need to bring it down a little bit more, I believe. About 50%, 52. Don't want to go too fast here on the descent either. Right. That should be good in terms of the speed. And we are going down. Skinage is 1014. I think we're descending nice and easy. Let's maybe take a quick look on the VATSIM situation here. Okay. So Sweden South is on, as it seems, and we also have here just one arrivals into Torp, which is only the WooselJet, of course. But yeah, Copenhagen is filling up here with airplanes and controllers. 30 departures at the moment, 52 arrivals. Also Germany is getting busy, as it seems. Frankfurt for sure, Düsseldorf as well. Oh, we have Riga approach on as well. Okay. Stockholm we have. Right. So, correcting the speed here a little bit. try to keep that Mach 0.7 on the speed. And go Mach 0.7 too. You see, it's quite bumpy though. It's not a smooth ride today. Not at all. 0.7, there we have it. Yeah, so there's no other aircraft coming in, so we're on our own here. It's a lonely ride here, actually. Nothing special to be seen, unfortunately. Other than landscape, at least. Don't want to complain, right? So we can see something here. We can see the ground, which is cool. But no ATC, so it's quite uneventful in that regard. So a little bit unlucky on the ATC yesterday as well. Even though I had some hopes because of this event at Copenhagen Airport. But unfortunately, at least for now, we don't have any coverage here in Norway, sadly. As far as I can remember, maybe that was even last year, I flew in here with ATC into this very airport, which worked very well. Unless there's the Visit Santa Claus event. Usually here in Norway it's not that crowded, I believe. It's quite okay in terms of flying online, not too crazy with the traffic situation, and you can pretty much find some area here with ATC and it's not too overly crowded, so it's good. 280 knots, let's try to keep that as best as we can. And we could also go ahead and... So weather radar is on here. We don't have any clouds, as it seems, so... We're coming up into Ulmuk now. Sync the heading bug here. And when we take a look at our charts once again here for the arrival. So we have some restrictions here at Ulmuk. Flight level 150 or below. And unbam 3000 or above, which is the clearance limit here. So usually would also have here a hold over Ulmuk. But this lost comms here. Okay, it's pretty much straightforward here. So Bergen server shall be available. Request vectoring. Vectoring must be used for sequencing. Descent as cleared by ATC. Alright. And the chart here on the arrival also pretty much straightforward. We actually have another hold here, as you can see, at Enova. So we should also make sure that we're not going in too fast. And yeah, that should be alright. Now, as you can see, the snow is gone here. We're in lower altitude regions back now, so no more snow. Remove the valve here. Just stick through Eugene. So it would be really cool to open the doors here in the future. So maybe that's coming at some point. So we can let actually the passengers out and in as we should. So I think I have enough screenshots now for this flight. I have something here to upload as a thumbnail to YouTube, Porsche. Okay, so we check here the loc tuning. We set already manually 110905, which is there. And we can also double check here maybe once again here the course we need to set for the approach 355 degrees, which should be set automatically though. 110905 we have set as well. Good stuff. We have the minimum set too. What we could do at this point again is check the weather once more and then set here our performance data as well. Okay, so okay, 3 degrees we have, 358, 358 and 3 degrees. 3 degrees and we have 1014 on the QNH. Set here. So runway is dry. We have no clouds, we don't need anti-ice, so we can send it across here as well. Loc tuning is checked. And we're coming down now towards about 100, so we bring the speed now back to about 250 knots, so we don't violate the speed restrictions at about 100. Sync the heading back. Or 60. Or 50 knots. Coming right there. And I think once we hit the landing lights at flight level 100, the transition altitude is actually 7,000, so transition level we give ourselves maybe also 8,500. I should say flight level 85 for transition level. And we should be in Gucci mode. So we head out to the sea now first, and we come back in from the seaside. Going a bit fast now, landing lights on, seatbelts are on, and let's start the replay tool. Oh yeah. This time I did not forget. bring down the range here. We know what we're talking about, 5 miles here. TCAS is on, no traffic in the area. 85, bring back here. QNH 1014. Not a big deviation here for us. So we fly the full approach here, because we can. Airport should be here on our left hand side somewhere. Not clearly visible now, but should be there somewhere. Our landscape is nice. Let's see if our VNAV does a good job here. So at Unbam, I believe we should be, let's see here, 3000 or above, which we are. And then 3000 at 90 me from Torp to catch the glide slope there, get in as planned. Alright, gotta slow down here as well. I wanna overshoot crazily here if possible. Need to bring the speed down. Alright. Decelerate to 210 so we can make that last turn here nice and smooth.
Altitude.
We check the load tuning, it's not good. I think the runway is ahead. Overshot there slightly, but not bad. So let's see. So for some reason, nav source is not doing what it should. 355. That's on the approach here. Laps 15 can come in. Torp traffic, WooselJet 25 Tango on the ILS approach runway 35, 9.5 miles. Let's hope is captured. 70 knots. So 170 until 5. And then we can slow down and do our flaps. Ready. Anything else I missed? I don't think so. We have some strong headwind actually now. Quite windy. Okay, we're approaching the 5 miles mark now. Let's drop the gear and configure for our approach flaps at 35 are coming in. Let the plane trim itself. Replay tool is still active. And we go down to the approach speed. Around 111 like always. Don't want to get too slow here. On the speed. Three miles, we'll take control in a bit. Autopilot is off. The Woozle has control. Whites to reds in terms of the puppy lights. We have stable speed going here. Coming in nice and smooth as it seems. And stable. From the front, 10 knots. We're looking for Whiskey 3 to vacate. Anything else? Minimum is 520, which should come up in a bit. Continue here.
Minimums.
Continue. Over the threshold, we bring the speed back. Bit off the center line. Not too shabby, not too shabby. There's Whiskey 3, we take a left now. Bring the speed brakes in. And we'll taxi straight here to G. Right. Alrighty then. Not too bad, not the best landing, but it was a decent one. Lights off. Not too shabby. Parked up at the airport. Stop the recording here as well. And as we have our replay tool now ready to go, let's maybe take a look at that landing, shall we? So let's disconnect from VATSIM first. I don't want to do any other shenanigans here. And we'll check out the replay now. Owns replay. And we'll bring back the replay here to our approach. Maybe right there. Wait for the terrain to load in. Tap the camera maybe a little bit. On rotation speed. Keep that down as well a little. Let me see. Is there anything here now? Replay is still grayed out. So yeah, maybe something they add in the future though. Alright, so let's first take a look at the landing from this angle. And then we can take another look for sure. 500. Actually switch here to the replay view. My bad.
Minimums.
Bit of a flare right there. Not shabby. Yeah, a little bit nose high there. First. Got that fixed. Okay, one more time here from the cabin view. Gotta check that out as well. There you go. Little rumble, no champagne spilled. Yeah, that's what we want to see, right? That's what we want to see. Good stuff, good stuff. Another flight completed, that's good. So another flight. on VATSIM as well. Another flight in Norway, which is cool. So we're making our way across here. So from here we could actually fly into Riga on Friday. Or we could make a hop over to Stockholm and then make the way across to Riga. We'll see. Not sure if I have time for another flight during the week, so it might be Riga from here. Yeah, we'll see. Good stuff. Lack of ATC, sadly, but yeah, not big of a deal. Not a big of a deal. So we retract our flaps here and we stop our engines. Google light can come off. Climate control to off. Standbys and batteries off. It's really a nice airport here, nice little airport like Bergen. It's a, oops, that. It's actually live weather. It is quite good. Weather's not too bad here, it's great. That's the airport. As you can see, this one is from Orbex. Some Q400s here. Also Widerøe. Ryanairs we have here as well. And yeah. Nicely modeled here. Pretty airport. And the scenery, yeah, the scenery is just great. Love it, love it. Here at the coast. Alrighty, then that's me for today. Thanks for watching. I will see you then for the next one, most likely on Friday, for another flight into Riga. I think we need to do that again. Until then, have a good week, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Woozle out. Peace, cheers, and bye-bye.